Hello Wildcats. On this video, we'll be solving linear equations with variables on both sides. So I'm going to show you 4 examples, 2 of which is a word problem. So let's start. First example. What is the value of x in the equation shown? 3x minus 10 plus 4x is equal to negative 2, the quantity x minus 4 plus 9. So the first thing that we have to do is apply distributive property to negative 2. Okay, so what will happen now will be we have your 3x minus 10 plus 4x is equal to negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 4 will give us positive 8, then plus 9, right? And then after that, both sides, take a look at the like terms if there are like terms, and then you combine them. So we have to combine like terms. So on the left side of the equation, like terms are 3x and 4x. And then we have like terms as the constant 8 and 9. So what I'm going to do now is this will be 3 plus 4 will give us 7x. And then you still have the negative 10 there. So that's negative 10 is equal to copy 2x, and then 8 plus 9 will be positive 17. All right. Then after that, we have to collect like terms on the same side of the equation, meaning the like terms that are the same in this one would be negative 2 and 7x, negative 2x and 7x, and the other one is negative 10 and positive 17. So we are going to combine like terms on the other side and make sure that both sides have like terms. So I'm going to add 10 both sides. Right, so I'm going to add 10 both sides, meaning I'm going to transpose 10 on the other side. So this one will be canceled out. And I'm going to add 2x both sides. So plus 2x plus 2x, so that 2x would be on the other side also. All right, so this will be canceled out. Therefore, we have 7x plus 2x is 9x is equal now to 27. And then we have to divide both sides by 9. And then of course 9 will be cancelled out here. So the value of x is equal to positive 3. So that is how you solve linear equation with variable on both sides. All right. Next one. We have here, what is the value of n on the equation shown? 1/2 the quantity n minus 4 minus 7 is equal to negative 2n plus 6. What is the first thing that we have to do here? So sometimes we really hate fraction in our equation. So the first thing that you have to do is, or the first question is, how I'm going to remove the 1/2 in my equation. Okay, so to remove 1/2 in your equation is you have to multiply each side by 2 to eliminate the fraction. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 on this case. Mister, where did you get 2? So I did get 2 to the denominator of the fraction. So every time you see a fraction and you want to remove the fraction, multiply that fraction with the inverse of it, which is, or the reciprocal of it, which is the number in your denominator. Okay, so that this will be canceled out. All right, so what will happen now is we have n minus 4. Of course, we distribute the 2 with the negative 7, which will give us negative 14 is equal now to negative 4n plus 12, right? Now, what are we going to do is we combine like terms. So this is n. Negative 4 minus 14 is negative 18 is equal now to negative 4n plus 12. Now we have to do like terms on the same side of our equation. So this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 18 both sides so that I can combine 18 and 12. And then I'm going to add 4n both sides so that I can combine 4n and n. And of course, this will be canceled out. And that will be canceled out also because it will give you a 0 answer. And then we can now say that we have n plus 4n will give us 5n is equal now to 12 plus 18, which is 30. Then we have to divide both sides by 5. So n is equal now to 6. Okay. There's another way that we can solve this one. Okay. Another way is that if I have 1/2 n minus 4 minus 7 is equal to negative 2n plus 6, right? So I'm going to add 7 both sides. Okay, of course this will be canceled out. So what will happen is we have 1/2, sorry, I'm going to change the color of that. So you have 1/2 n minus 4 is equal to negative 2n plus 13. So that's the time you have to multiply both sides by 2. So if I'm going to multiply this one by 2 and by 2, of course this will be canceled out. So you only have n minus 4 is equal now to negative 4n plus 26. And then the same combining like terms, or we collect like terms on the same side of the equation. We can have, of course, this is plus 4. So I add 4 both sides. And then the other one is to transfer n on the other side, which is 4n. I have to add 4n. So it's the same way. This will be canceled out. That will be canceled. So n plus 4n will give us 5n is equal to 26 plus 4, which is 30. I divide both sides by 5. So n is equal now to 6. So there are 2 ways to solve this problem. All right. Next problem is our next problem is now a word problem. I want you to read the problem quietly. So when you read the problem, the first thing that we have to do is we are going to make a table so that we can analyze the problem itself. So there are how many types of coffee? So we have the first one is we have Arabica coffee, and then the other one is Robusta. and the other one is it? I think we only have 2 coffee. And then, of course, when they blend together, so coffee blend. Okay. And now we have to do the price per 5 pounds, right? No, the price is per pound for $1. So the price for Arabica, it's $28. Okay. The price for Robusta is 8.75. 8.75. And then if you blend them together, say 8.75. If we blend them together, we have 15.50. Okay. Now the amount per pound, that will be here. So the amount, this is by pound, is for Arabica. Let's just represent this one. Arabica is A. And then for Robusta, we need 3. There you go, 3 pounds. So 3 pounds. And then we have, when we blend them together, it's the A plus, of course, 3 pounds. Okay, so, and on the last one, this is the total cost. Total cost. So for Arabica, the total cost is, of course, $28 per pound. So 28A. And then for Robusta, that's 8.75 times 3, that's 26.25. And then for coffee blend, that is $15.50. Multiply that by the amount, which is A plus 3. Now the question there is, how many pounds of Arabica coffee must you mix with 3 pounds of Robusta coffee to make blend that cost $15.50 per pound? So because the question is, when you combine Arabica and Robusta, the first thing that we have to do is of course to find the value of A, which is the amount of Arabica. So first is we have to write an equation to represent the situation. Okay, so the equation that we'll be using, that will represent our equation, is that 28, the amount of Arabica, and then, or 28 is the price of Arabica, times A, which is the amount, plus 26.25. 26.25 is the total cost of a 3 pound Robusta, is equal now to 15.50 A plus 3. Meaning this one, it's the total cost when you mix Arabica and Robusta together. Okay, so on the other side of our equation, that is when we have your Arabica and its amount, and then the total amount of your Robusta, because, and that is when you combine them together, it will give you a total cost of $15.50 times A plus 3. Okay, so from here we can now solve for A. So we have 28A plus 26.25 is equal now to, of course, we have to distribute 15.50 to A plus 3. So we have 15.50A plus 15.50 times 3 will give us 46.5, right? So from there, we are now going to collect all the like terms and bring them to just only one side. So the like terms here would be 28a and 15.50a, and then the constant, which is 26.25 and 46.5. So what will happen is we have 28a minus 15.50a is equal now to 46.5 minus 26.25. Okay, so we have 28 minus 15a, 28a minus 15.5a will give us 12.5a, while 46.5 minus 26.25 will give us 20.25. And then of course we have to divide both sides by 12.5, which is the coefficient of a, to get the value of a. So our a now is equal now to 1.62. So to interpret our answer, you must mix 1.62 pounds of Arabica coffee with 3 pounds of Robusta coffee to make the blend that costs 15.50 per pound. All right. All right, next problem. Cameron pays 95 cents per song for his current music service. A new music service download service charges 89 cents per song with a 12 joining fee. Should Cameron switch to the new service? Let's answer that. So first is we have to write an equation to represent when the cost for any number of songs, S, is the same for both service. Okay, so what are we going to do is we are going to formulate and as we analyze. So if I'm going to let's go analyze this one. So I'm going to write new songs, new music service, I should say, new music service, and then is equal to the current service. So current music service. So because we are going to compare. So the music service offers 0.89, right? 0.89. So news per song that will represent S plus 12 for a joining fee. The $12 is I added that one because it's just a one-time fee, is equal to the current music service that's Cameron is paying is 0.95 cents per song. Okay, so the next step is we are going to solve the equation to find the number of songs at which the cost for each option will be the same. All right, so 0.89 per song. So 0.89s plus 12 is equal to 0.95. I'll just rewrite that. And then from here, I'm going to subtract 0.89s both sides. Okay, so this will be canceled out. So I isolated the variable s. So I have 12 is equal to we have 0.95 minus 0.89, which is 0.06s. And then I'm going to divide this one by 0.06, 0.06 for us to know the value of s. So the value of s is 200. Okay, this is the value of s. Now we are going to compare. The cost of the two options will be the same at the 200 songs. Okay, if Cameron plans to purchase more than 200 songs, he should switch to the new service because it will cost less than his current service. All right, so if you're going to analyze this problem, it will be the first thing that we do is we solve for when will be the two service have the same, when the how many songs that they will have to be the same. So what we did is to find that, and it turns out that they need to Cameron, okay, Cameron needs to download 200 songs to be the same. However, if you go and plug in if you go and download more than, okay, 200 songs, um let's advise Cameron to go and switch on the new service because it's a lot cheaper. So that is how you solve problems that involves variable in both sides. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.